of 2 strike counts. So big keys for the Sooners, but one of the biggest just across the board. In the circle, defensively, in the box, stay clean, stay focused.
Those are your Riverwind Casino keys to the game. Riverwind Casino, the official entertainment partner of OU Athletics. How about the weather? Cooled off just slightly, but it is still absolutely gorgeous outside as we push past 5 o'clock Central Time. The temperature as we speak is sitting at, well, they say 83 degrees, so cooled off my backside. There's that wind blowing across the field as the first pitch to Brooke Ramsey is in for strike one, and we are underway at just after 5 p.m. 5:01 to be exact. Here comes the 0-1. Oh, that's up high. 1 ball and a strike. 83 degrees, but it does make me feel a little bit better. It says feels like 81. So I told you, see, it cooled off. Wind out of the south-southwest at 13 miles an hour, which will knock a ball down to left field. The 1-1 popped up foul off the netting. David Payne, the Oklahoma weather expert, with your News 9 game day weather update only on Oklahoma's News 9. And thanks for joining us for the Sooner pregame show presented by Walden Cleaners and Laundry, where the difference is quality. Brooke Ramsey, a .250 hitter, making her 4th start of the season. And she skies one to left field pretty deep. Tia Malloy ranging over and makes the catch. Just short of the warning track, and there's one away. As expected, Alyssa Parker does get the start at second base. Though I am here for Abby Dayton.
Hey.
The very first softball broadcast I ever did as Jay Brielle Terrell steps to the plate. 309 hitter with 6 runs batted in this season. Shows missed a little up ball one. Oklahoma was playing, and like most of you coaches, had Aaron Miller listed as the starting pitcher because they were going to swap at the plate. And I remember turning to Jessica Schultz. I'm like, is Aaron really pitching? I didn't know. There's a soft grounder to short. Up with it, Gabby, cross her body, throws, not in time. I don't know how much more Gabby Garcia could have done with that.
Great placement.
Infield single.
Terrell, a little soft slap, just right in that 5-6 alley. Good bat control.
Alabama State's looking for their first win of the weekend. Seeing that they've given up 55 runs to Oklahoma in 2 games, you would consider it unlikely here today as Janiyah Boykin swings to the first pitch for strike one. But if you're Alabama State and Camise Patterson, who stands deep down that left field line in the third base coach's box, what do you want to see from your team today?
Fight. Continue to fight. This is a team that has had 2 really tough outings as strike 2 is swung on by Boykin. But one thing this team hasn't done is they haven't quit. And, I mean, last night we saw a home run. We saw Alabama State stringing some things together offensively. So if you're Coach Patterson, you're looking to see your pitchers as the 0-2 misses up, settle things in a little bit. I mean, you can't defend giving up 20 and 30 plus runs. That's I mean, that's a really tough ask of your offense, of any offense. But just wanting to continue this Alabama State team to just keep it going.
Swing and a miss, 2 away. Strikeouts this year brought to you by Tinker Federal Credit Union. By the way, that's our opponent outlook presented by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Oklahoma, connecting Oklahomans to quality health care through every stage of life. 2 away for Ayanna Frank. Shortstop digs in from the right side of the plate with a runner at first and 2 outs. First pitch a little bit up, ball 1. .289 average for Frank. She does have a home run, 5 runs batted in. Swing and a miss. Ball and a strike. In the 32-0 Sooner win on Thursday, Frank went 1 for 2 last night in the 20 3-3 win. She went 1 for 2 with a run scored and an RBI. So she's had a hit in both games against the Sooners so far, looking to extend that streak, and she takes ball 2 a little bit up.
Called strike.
Oh, did he call that?
Yep.
Oh, delayed call. We'll take it. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Deal did not start yesterday, came into the game late. Already seeing a little bit of a different demeanor from her
Good.
today.
1-2, a little bit out, 2-2.
Felt like when she entered the game out of the bullpen yesterday, just looked a little tight, didn't look confident.
Right.
Seeing a little bit more of a Kirsten Deal demeanor today.
Here's the 2-2 from Frank, or to Frank, and she fouls it off. Scoreless game, we're just underway, Oklahoma and Alabama State. The Hornets are having a rough weekend of it, 6-15. They've lost all their games so far, but this is it for them. Dropped a game morning to Sam Houston State. There's a one-hopper, gets off the glove into center field. Runner headed for third is safe. Throw was a little bit late on Terrell. And Alabama State has something cooking with 2 outs here in the first. And Ayanna Frank has a hit in every game against the Sooners this weekend.
Yeah, the shortstop has been the most consistent hitter for the Hornets, but good effort by Gabby Garcia. This has been, I've talked about it all day today, talked about it yesterday, wanting to see better 2-strike pitches. That finisher.
Kaylee Sims. Oh, it hit her. Bases loaded. We'll talk to her, Keeney. Carly Keeney, by the way, if you haven't noticed, is, well, maybe you've noticed and you haven't been able to ask about it. She's actually wearing the microphone. So this is the first time that she's worn it. Ryan Wondrosik had worn it before, but now the pitching coach with direct communication to the catcher.
Wow.
No trip to the circle from Coach Keeney. Instead, Bella Emmerling went out along with Kendall Wells, Alyssa Parker, Gabby Garcia, and Lexi McDaniel, the rest of the Sooner infield, to chat up Kirsten Deal as the bases are loaded with 2 outs for Braylon Cook. Right-handed hitting catcher. First pitch in the dirt. Good job by Emmerling. Ball 1.
Kirsten Deal, and I just mentioned it, starting this game as we see Coach Keeney making her way out to have a chat with Deal. But Deal started this game quick, having that confident look, and then the single to Terrell, Frank following it up, and then just self-inflicted, right? Hit by pitch with 2 outs to load the bases, and this is where Deal again, and this is not a knock on Alabama State at all, but especially right now, Braylon Cook in the 6th slot for Alabama State, a freshman, Deal a senior, has all that experience under her belt. Go right after the freshman, throw strikes, and let her play into your defense and get yourself out of this inning.
It's ball and no strikes. The meeting's over. With the bases loaded and 2 outs, Deal misses outside, ball 2. Got the first fly out from Ramsey. Then after the 1-out single by Terrell, Boykin struck out. But a single and a hit by pitch has loaded the bases here in the top of the first inning for Alabama State, the 2-0. Fouled back, good cut by Cook. Let your defense work.
Let your defense work and put the pressure on. The pressure's on Alabama State. They're walking into the 3rd game after getting beat by the Sooners.
55,
yeah,
54.
55. And
55, you're right, I'm sorry.
Again, there's no pressure here. Throw strikes.
2-1 is a called strike. That delayed strike is going to get me all day.
Yeah, it is a little slow.
I'm trying to watch his shoulders for the strike call, and then you don't see it, and all of a sudden that right arm comes up slowly to call a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch hit hard and deep to left field, and this is a grand slam home run from Braylon Cook to give Alabama State a 4-zip lead as Kirsten Deal misses a spot and Braylon Cook makes him pay.
As I'm sitting here preaching throwing strikes, there's a difference, right? And I've talked about it, and I'm going to continue to talk about it. And Plank, I know you know what I'm getting ready to say. We've got to have better two-strike pitches.
Better two-strike pitches. 4-0, Alabama State. Their first lead on the Sooners. They're obviously feeling it. Put 3 on the board yesterday, shutout on Thursday, but they get their first lead on OU this week. And there's a line drive to first. Caught by Wells. She'll go ahead and take it to the bag, and that'll do it. In a rough first inning for the Sooners. But Oklahoma heads to the plate, down 4. Sooner softball presented by Love's Travel Stops, the heart of the highway. And today's game is brought to you by the OU Energy Partners, keeping our economy and our state strong. This is Sooner softball from Learfield. Is that good in your ears? Hey, we know we're hot during the breaks, guys, so we might do some of the shout-outs during the break, so hit us up at OU on the air. Boy, we get more people. I'll feel better about myself. All right. Well, Oklahoma has not struggled to score runs this weekend against Alabama State, but they'll need them. 4-0 on a first-inning grand slam home run by Braylon Kirk. It'll be Alyssa Parker, Kendall Wells, and Lexi McDaniel for the Sooners. As we get things going on the final Saturday, the final day of February. First pitch to Alyssa Parker is a little bit up, ball 1. Told you one of my favorite pages in the game notes is the page that tells you what spot in the order a player has hit during the season. This is the first game this season that Alyssa Parker has batted leadoff. The 1-0 is in for a strike. She becomes the 5th different player to hit leadoff this season. Actually, make it the 6th because Kai Miner did last night. 1 ball, 1 strike. Just underway, Sooners down 4. Ball 2 outside. Ella Parker hit leadoff in the opener. Abby Dayton hit leadoff in the second game. Cassidy Pickering has done a bulk of the leadoff hitting. Ilana Agbayani, Idaho State, 2-1 pitch is a little bit out. Ball 3. During yesterday's win over Sam Houston State, Kai Miner hit leadoff. And today, for the first time in her Sooner career, Alyssa Parker bats clean on. All right, leadoff, excuse me. She takes the 3-1 pitch for strike 2. She has hit cleanup, though, this season.
She's been everywhere. I'm with you at this point. Can she, not can she, I'm not even going to say can because I think she can. Will she play at some point every position on the field?
3-2, ball 4. Then in that sense, the Sooners would have 2 players that would have played every position sans catcher, because Sid Barker already has.
Yep.
So Alyssa Parker has hit in the 4 hole. Well, we'll go through this when she gets back to the plate. Here's Kendall Wells. Speaking of players who can find a spot anywhere in the lineup, Wells is that. First pitch high, ball 1.
Yeah, the versatility, and we've seen it a lot this weekend, but I feel like it is one of the most versatile teams we've seen from
They
the
can do a
Sooners.
lot.
I mean, it's not often that you have players that you can just shift around from place to place on the field
Fouled off by Wells, a ball and a strike.
and not really skip a beat, right? I mean, even for Sooner teams, if we saw this much shifting, we could sit up here and have the conversation of, we've got some players out of position, trying to fill some holes, this, that, or another. There's so many just pure athletes on this roster right now that it's not filling a hole.
That one gets away from the catcher. Cook gets all the way to the backstop, and off the second goes Parker. 2 balls and a strike as that missed.
And if you're Alabama State right now, I mean, you're sitting 4-run lead right now. And again, bottom of the first, Sooners have scored a lot of runs, 55 to be exact, in the 2 games against Alabama State. But a little bit of momentum in that dugout.
2-1, swing and a miss. Big cut from Kendall Wells. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Kendall had a look after that one. Took a little clear the mind walk, and now she's ready to go. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes, and there it goes. Deep to right field, and long gone. The freshman did it again. Stop me if you've heard this. Wells. Kendall Wells goes yard, and it's 4-2. The Sooners cut it in half.
Doesn't just go yard. She has hit a bomb to every part of this field this weekend. And she has turned to left, dead center, going oppo. The freshman, if anyone had doubts
Right.
about is Kendall Wells as good as she's being described, I think all those doubts, I don't care who you're playing. I don't care what pitcher you're facing. What she is doing is unbelievable.
Here's Lexi McDaniel. First pitch outside, ball 1.
Can we appreciate,
Go
can we
ahead.
appreciate for a second that the 1, 2, 3 in the lineup for OU are all freshmen right now? Pretty cool.
Pretty cool. The 1-0. That's a little bit out, 2-0. I know I can make my good Washingtonian friend Cassie Klein happy whenever I tell you that was a little Oppo taco from one.
I almost said it, but I wanted
Thank
you to
you.
have the fun. I know. I didn't want to steal it from you.
2-0 misses up high, ball 3. It does feel weird, I'm not going to lie, to look at the scoreboard and see Alabama State up 4-2, but with what Oklahoma's offense has been able to do this weekend, you knew it was just a matter of time.
I'll say this, though.
3-0 is ball 4. Safe.
This is
Go ahead.
not. Oh, I mean, we're sitting here talking, and I think we're all sitting back. We would be naive not to think that the Sooners are going to score runs. You don't score
Right.
55 runs off of a team by accident. However, we're going to see time called, and Alabama State have a chat in the circle. But on the other side of the ball, Alabama State's coming out hacking, and the Sooners have got to be more consistent going through this lineup. A little more efficient, because Alabama State is, you've got to be, if you are Coach Patterson, you've got to be happy with the fight, and you've got to be happy with the progression from Thursday night to today.
Yeah.
Offensively. It was a complete overmatch on Thursday night for Alabama State offensively. Last night, starting to put the ball in play. Today, I mean, stringing a few things together in a 2-out grand slam.
Something you don't see very often is happening right now in front of the Sooner dugout. Patty Gasso has the entire bench out in front of the dugout talking to them. Now, this might be common between innings to see the whole team out, but, I mean, in inning, in game, where she comes down from the third base coach's box and says, everyone out here now. Doesn't happen very often.
Well, we haven't talked about it much today, but this was a little bit of our storyline Thursday and yesterday of don't settle and put your foot on the gas and go.
Gabby Garcia takes ball 1 low and away.
So I have a feeling that that might be a little bit of the message coming from Coach Gasso right now of kind of telling this team, you don't get to be tired.
Right.
You can be tired in 6 innings.
The 1-0 is ripped into right field. It's a base hit. McDaniel will have to stay at second as Boykin, the right fielder, gets it in quickly.
Gabby Garcia staying hot.
Boy, what a weekend Gabby Garcia has had.
As much as we can talk about what she's done in the offensively, she has made 2 of the most spectacular plays I feel like I've seen in a while.
Here's Bella Emmerling, first and second, nobody out, 4-2, the Sooners trail it. First pitch, Bella takes it a little bit in, ball 1. Updated numbers on Bella Emmerling now. She's hitting .421. A whopping .467 when you get runners in scoring position like Oklahoma has now. That 1-0 finds the top edge of the strike zone. Kendall Wells, 14th home run. The record for a freshman is 30.
I think she might pass that.
It's fouled off. So, gosh, you think about that. Let me look back and see when Lowe hit her third. I don't know if we'll have game by games back to 20, what would that be, 15, 14, back to 2012. Not like it was that long ago, I'm sorry. Sorry to make it seem that way, Lowe. But I know we can go back game by game for Jossie to see whenever she had her 14th home run. Wow. It is destroyed, but it is foul. Well, the crowd's going to like that one. Absolutely rocked down the left field line, but foul. The 1-2 in the dirt. Two balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, outside, ball 3.
It's a good take by Emmerling. Nice curveball from Quinney. And good spot with two strikes, but Emmerling showing some patience.
First and second, nobody out. Sooners down 2, but we are very early in this one. If you're just tuning in, got an earlier start. There's ball 4 and the bases will be loaded.
Third walk in the inning for Quinney, and this has been an issue. If you go back and you look at the series so far against Alabama State, it's been a struggle in the circle, but I think one of Quinney's biggest issues has been walks, and the walk leads to the big hits. And
she's got to find a way to slow
she
it down.
She does, and Kai Miner in the box. Nobody out. This is where the Sooners, offensively, we've seen some slow starts. And again, 2 runs on the board right now, but you're still chasing. And a lot of game left.
First pitch of Miner is way outside, ball 1. 4-2 game, but the Sooners, well, right now they are threatening. Here's the 1-0. Bounce towards short. Nice play on the hop. The throw to second gets the force out. Miner easily beats the throw at first, and the run scores to make it 4-3. But Emmerling is forced out at second, so it's first and third now, with Miner at first on the fielder's choice, and it's 4-3.
Expecting to see Miner take off here to get in scoring position.
or Patty Gasso calls time. She's had something to say to our home plate umpire. I don't think we have a re-entry issue here, but she has the lineup card out. This is unique. She's just talking to Tia a little bit. I think whenever she went up to talk to Brent Harden, the home plate umpire, there maybe have been a little bit of confusion. Hey, can I talk to her? I need to take a time. And Coach is shaking her head as she's going to be, I guess, officially charged with a timeout here. All right, here we go. Tia Malloy steps to the plate with runners at first and third. Oh, they're going to give her a timing violation. Never mind, it's no balls and a strike, so it wasn't a timeout for Coach. As the 0-1 off to second goes Kai Miner and steals it without a throw. Credit Kai Miner with stolen base number 6 this season. She's 6 for 7 on the year. So they gave Miner a timing violation for not being in the batter's box by the 10-second mark. And I would imagine, hey, I was just giving her signs as the 1-1 pitch.
It's pretty rare that we see Coach Gasso visibly frustrated.
Yeah, she was upset.
Yeah, and Tia Malloy never even looked back to kind of, it was
2-1.
That's the first timing violation I've seen on a hitter.
Yeah, well, and
live at least.
It was odd because he didn't originally signal it until after the argument. Or at least if he did, I missed it. Here's the 3-1. Line drive, base hit back up the middle into center field. Easily scoring is Garcia. Here comes Kai Miner. The Sooners take the lead on a 2-run single from Tia Malloy. Stay hot, Tia.
And just seeing the ball well. Tia Malloy, I talk so often of how her hot spot is on the right side of the field, but seeing this pitch on the outer half and going down and getting it a little bit. But good piece of hitting to put the Sooners back on top.
Here's Cheney Helton. Again, the start today for the second time in the last 3 games. First pitch off to second goes Malloy. The throw is high. The tag is late. And on ball 1, Tia Malloy snags her first stolen base of the season. How about that?
Surprising.
How about that?
She couldn't steal any last night. She kept leaving the park.
That's right. She had to walk around the bases. Cheney Helton's got a couple home runs this year. She pops this one up. Foul territory caught, 2 away. Sims, the third baseman, makes the catch, and here's Abby Date, who might currently be the hottest Sooner going. And that says a lot. She's got 9 runs batted in the 4 games this weekend. 2 for 2 against Alabama State on Thursday. 3 for 3 against Sam Houston State. 1 for 2 here last night. And 2 for 2 in the opener today against Sam Houston State. First pitch to Dayton is a bunt that's foul.
I like the idea. 2 outs, trying to roll this lineup back over to Parker.
Malloy at second. Sooners have put a 5 spot on the board. And they lead it 5-4. Coming off a first inning grand slam home run from Alabama State. The 0-1, a little bit high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Leadoff walk to Alyssa Parker, a 2-run homer by Kendall Wells, a walk to McDaniel, a single by Garcia, a walk to Emmerling, fielder's choice ground out by Malloy, and a 2-run double. Now Dayton lines one to center field, pretty deep. But right there is Terrell, the center fielder, to make the catch, and the Sooners send 9 to the plate in the first and put 5 on the board. And as we head to the second, it's Oklahoma 5, Alabama State 4. This is Sooner softball from Learfield. Sooners send 9 to the plate in the first. They put 5 on the board, and as we head to the second, it's 5-4 Oklahoma. Riverwind Casino's gaming floor has nearly 3,000 of your favorite games, complemented by a variety of bars, restaurants, and the best of live music in the metro. It's no surprise that Riverwind Casino is the official entertainment destination of OU Athletics. Here's Kendra Walden, the third baseman, to lead things off for the Hornets. First pitch from Kirsten Deal, who's back. Strike one. We have incredibly delayed strike calls today from Brent Harding.
A little slow. I don't like it.
I've seen slower. I'm not picking on it.
I still don't care for it.
Here comes the 0-1. Skied on the infield. Alyssa Parker calls off everyone. The second baseman makes the catch, and there is one away.
I've talked so much as Jayla Stewart comes to the plate. Talked so much about this staff and getting reps and getting confidence, and that sounds silly to say for Deal, who has been in some of the biggest moments throughout her career and is a senior. But 1-run lead, you gave up the grand slam in the first inning. First pitch is in for called strike one. A little bit of a quicker call.
Yeah, I like that one.
There we go. This is where I really want to just see her get back to basics. You've got a 1-run lead. Your team is obviously going to score for you.
Yeah.
You don't have pressure. Just go do your thing. A little bit of a check swing there, and they're going to say she held up.
I think a great line is do your job.
Yes,
right? Just do your job.
absolutely. And, I mean, there's no need. Just be free. Coach Gasso says that a lot. Go pitch free. It's not that you're not prepared, because we know she's prepared. But she's just got to go out and let it happen.
There's strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We know she has the stuff.
I really want to see her again. I want to see that Kirsten Deal demeanor. Just getting the ball and going about her business.
1 ball, 2 strikes. She shook. It looked like the first pitch. Here's the 1-2 and misses outside. 2-2. Few empty seats, not many. Temperature starts to cool as the sun sets as we push towards 6 p.m. Central Time. Sooners up 5-4. We're in the top of the second. Swing and a miss. Got her. Second strikeout of the game by Deal. 2 away. I like how this inning's rolling. Here's Brooke Ramsey.
Rolling it back to the top of the order.
Marriott, located just minutes from the OU campus. Courtyard Norman offers affordable, stylish accommodations with tech-forward amenities and classic Southern hospitality. Book your stay today at Marriott.com/OKCNO. Ramsey led the game off with a fly out to left field. First pitch in for a strike.
There you go. Hammer the zone. Be efficient.
You know, Skip Johnson has a great mantra that I love. 1 pitch at a time. Just everything's 1 pitch at a time. Kind of feel that right now with Kirsten Deal, regardless of what the scoreboard says. Here comes the 0-1. A little bit out. What would you say is the marquee home game on the Sooner softball home schedule this year? Take some time to look at it.
Okay.
We'll answer this question during our commercial breaks in the live TV feed. What you guys think? Do a few shout outs there too. So that way everyone can quit panicking that we have hot mics during commercial breaks. The 1-1 is a little bit up. 2 balls and a strike.
Pretty good spot there. Those are the types of misses that you want to see.
Yeah.
In the river, borderline, competitive misses. But 2-1, conversion count here.
Here's the pitch. Popped up back towards us. With the Texas series in Austin, Texas A&M and College Station, is it fair to say that the Arkansas series, also being spring football games, what am I trying to say? Spring game weekend. Baseball's home that weekend. Maybe just everything going on makes that the marquee weekend. 2-2. Pretty good spot, full count.
It's a good spot. I want to see more conviction behind that pitch. Just get after it. It's a good spot. I love the spot.
Agreed.
It looked guided.
3 balls and 2 strikes. Ramsey waits. Here it comes. Grounded towards short. Diving play by McDaniel from her knees. Throws not in time. Now Gabby Garcia goes and talks to Lexi. That's maybe a learning situation. I don't know if they would have had Ramsey or not, but you let that one go through?
Absolutely, and I think your better shot is Gabby Garcia being able to charge the ball. She's got a better angle on the throw. As soon as Lexi McDaniel had to leave her feet, you kind of took the play out of it. And you really like the communication that we're seeing from Gabby Garcia. She's just telling Lexi, I'm right behind you. I've got that. And again, good learning moment. Lexi McDaniel doesn't have a ton of reps at third base.
No.
Right? So you never knock the hustle, not for a second, but potentially an out if that goes through to Gabby Garcia. Again, she's able to charge the ball, get rid of the ball on the run, and probably make the play at first base.
Here's Jabrielle Terrell. First pitch to the lefty is a little bit low. She singled and scored a run in the first. Pretty good spot. A little bit of a delay before the first pitch of this at bat because Alabama State brought in Brooke Rams to pinch run here. That one slapped towards short. Garcia makes that one look easy, and we're done. That'll do it in the second. No runs on a hit. Runner was stranded. We head to the bottom of the second inning. Today's game is presented by Love's Travel Stop, to by the OU Energy Partners, celebrating Oklahoma's oil and gas industry. This is Sooner Softball from Learfield. Welcome back to Norman. Welcome back to Love's Field. Sooner Softball presented by Love's Travel Stops, the heart of the highway. In today's game, as are all the games this weekend, brought to you by our OU Energy Partners, celebrating Oklahoma's oil and gas industry. 5-4 Sooners. Back to the top of the lineup, and Alyssa Parker will lead things off. Walked in her first plate appearance, takes a strike here. .563 average. That's not a mistake for Alyssa Parker. And she hammers one to left field and deep, and it's caught at the warning track by Stewart. She hit it too perfect. One away.
Ball was smashed, and Stewart already playing deep, about a foot in front of the warning track. And just right place, right time.
Here's Kendall Wells. Homered her last time up. You know what hasn't really materialized is our dance/cheer competition.
I was thinking that.
Maybe when the game's tight like this, that's That's for the fun whenever it's 15. Or at the very least, that Sooner dugout should be a little bit more hyped than it is right now to try to get Kendall Wells going. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, I think cheer competition got postponed after the first inning grand slam.
The grand slam home run slowed it down.
Put a damper in it.
The 0-1 pitch is high. 1 ball, 1 strike for Kendall Wells. Kendall Wells, 14 home runs. The freshman record is 30. Now that record, I don't know if I was clear or not, as the 1-1 pitch is a little bit low. There are 3 different players who have hit 30 home runs as a true freshman. Jocelyn Alo did it, Lauren Chamberlain did it, and Kelly Majam did it. Is Majam from Hawaii? Lauren hit number 29 and number 30 in the Game 3 loss of the national championship that year. And that's inside.
At this rate, it's going to be well before May.
Yes.
I mean, we're talking if she keeps on pace, and again, this is not saying that that's the expectation, right?
Right.
But with what she's doing and has done, I think we're not just talking about, I mean, we're not talking about the last 3 days.
That ball's hit hard and deep to right field. My goodness, Kendall Wells. Her second home run of the game, and she made it look easy. A flick of the wrist. Well, Wells. She does it again. It's now 6-4 Sooners.
BP, that is nearly the same place she hit her home run back in the first inning, and you can just see her taking a hack, being on time, reading the locations that she's getting and reading the ball out of hand from Quinny. I mean, it's flat out BP for Kendall Wells.
She's unreal.
I mean, we are right on cue, we're talking, it's not going to take a full season for her to get to 30. Wow.
So that makes 15 on the season for Kendall Wells.
Hey, and it's not March yet.
It's unreal. And the Sooners, as Lexi McDaniel digs in and takes the first pitch high for ball 1. And when you look at the schedule, the Sooners have Southeastern Louisiana tomorrow. We're going to travel to Denton on Tuesday. And then the Okana Invitational, I'm excited about that. Louisiana and Abilene Christian coming to town next week. They'll go and host Tulsa on the 11th. And then Auburn comes to town, and Auburn has been struggling with their staff.
Yep.
Ooh, McDaniels had one that came in on her, jammed her, grounds it back to the circle. Quinny throws to first, 2 away.
One thing we've seen a little bit of tonight, a little over anxious in a few at-bats from time to time. And, hey, Quinny, obviously having her struggles, giving up 6 runs here in the first inning and 2/3. But, I mean, if it's all relative and we're doing comparisons to her outings before, she's at least getting out, starting to hit some spots and throw strikes. But we're starting to see her at times have some mishit balls. We haven't seen that really from Alabama State in the first 2 games.
Here's Gabby Garcia, first pitch outside for a ball. Gabby singled and scored a run in the first inning. Kendall Wells, 15 home runs, 29 runs batted in as a true freshman, and this is the 20th game of the year. Garcia hits one to second. Nice play by Walden, stays down on it, throws to first. That'll do it for the Sooners in the second. We head to the third. Oklahoma 6, Alabama State 4. This is Sooner softball from Learfield. I don't think our mics are hot during the commercials anymore, so.
Okay. I like it.
I haven't had anyone yelling at me yet.
That's good.
Makes me feel a little better.
I'll read as many of those as you want.
Please.
Yeah. I need to get better at reading them anyway.
Just read those 2.
All right. And I'm better off starting as soon as our bring back music comes on, right?
Yep. What's? Oh, they are, okay. You got those? Thanks, Brandy. Thanks, Phil.
Bob Moore Ford is proud to honor service members through the Patriot of the Game. To nominate a Patriot, visit bobmooreford.com/hero. And Planet Fitness is a proud partner of Sooner Softball with multiple locations in Oklahoma. Planet Fitness can help you with whatever you are getting strong for. Join today.
6-4, the Sooners lead it over Alabama State as we head to the third inning. Third inning shoutouts brought to you by One Oklahoma, powered by Sooner Sports Properties. Fan fueled, athlete focused. Along with DJ Sanchez, I'm Chris Plank. Back to work for Kirsten Deal. Gave up the first inning grand slam, but had a solid shutout second and throws a strike to Jemiah Boykin. Let us know where you're listening from at OU on the air. That's the best way to get in touch with the booth. That's at OU on the air. Sharice down in Austin. Been in all day long with us as the 0-1 is fouled straight back.
It's a good cut from Cox Cole.
Colleen is tuned in from Surprise, Arizona. Joe Bob in Lexington. Larry in that St. Pete Soonered in. Beverly in Natchez, Mississippi. No balls and 2 strikes here. The pitch is up high, 1-2. Dale and Tess from Emmitsburg, Maryland, which is just south of Gettysburg. OU alums and a married couple with 5 cats. Richard and Elke are tuned in from Louisville.
I was just in Louisville last weekend.
You were for the Winter Cup.
Yep.
1-2 is up high. Wait, do we need to promote Cal's Instagram feed now since we brought up gymnastics in the Winter Cup?
We may as well, right? First, though, shout out to Sooner Nation for
Showing
actually
some love?
showing some love,
How about
getting
that?
on there and following Cal on Instagram. But my gymnastics fans out there, and even if you're not, if you just like cool things,
2-2 is just a bit out, 3-2.
follow Cal Sanchez on Instagram, sanchez.cal.
And tonight, the OU men's gymnastics team will be home. Mark Williams' crew will square off against Nebraska.
It's going to be a good matchup.
Congrats to KJ Kindler, who the women's team won the SEC regular season championship. There's a high fly ball deep to left center field. Minor at the wall. It's gone. Ariana Cox Cole leaves the yard. She came in a pinch hit and deposits the first pitch. Or pardon me, Ayanna Frank steps to the plate. Cox Cole came in a pinch hit and launched one over the center field wall. That was Boykin's spot in the lineup. They brought in Cox Cole, and she ripped it over the center field wall.
Right now for Deal, again, you're still pitching. But calming this down, they are in this.
Yeah, Ayanna Frank takes ball 1 low.
And Ayanna Frank has been the most consistent hitter for the Hornets this weekend. Already has a single and a run scored here tonight. But you can't defend you can't defend it.
No. 6-5 as the pitch misses outside, 2-0. OU basketball, by the way, is up 38-33 in the first quarter, about a minute left in that game in Baton Rouge. And OU baseball, if we haven't mentioned it, 11-1, they got the win over Gonzaga today. Skip Screw stays hot. 2-0 is in for a strike, 2-1.
You see Gabby Garcia giving Deal some encouragement. This infield, not the typical infield that we see for the Sooners, but you can see the mouths moving giving Deal some encouragement, trying to get her some confidence.
The 2-1 pitch, where'd that miss? Ball 3.
A little bit outside. Good take by Frank.
Immerling's going to go out and chat with Deal. Tough situation here. Sooners have dominated Alabama State all weekend long, but a couple of big home runs have kept the Hornets in this game at 6-5 Sooners with nobody out in the top of the 3rd inning.
Shoot, we're in the 3rd. Alabama State's out hitting the Sooners right now.
5-4. 2 of the 4 Sooner hits have been home runs by Kendall Wells, who stands at first base right now. She has 15 home runs on the season. It's February. Granted, the last day. Here's the 3-1. Strike 2. Full count to Frank, the shortstop, after the leadoff home run by Cox Cole. The pitch popped up right side. Is there room for Wells, giving chase over the shoulder? No, just out of her reach. Nearly got there.
This field, and I think it's something that Oklahoma is so fortunate that they get to practice, but the angles
right
down that line in that foul territory on the left and right side, they're different. I mean, they're very obscure in comparison to what you see. A lot of room, but it's a lot of room going into an angle.
Yeah.
It's definitely a different feel.
3-2 is popped up behind home plate. There isn't one.
3-2 count. Frank having a good battle here. But Deal really needing to spin something off. Again, getting that finishing pitch, that finishing location, going with your best, and having that confidence in it just to let it move through the zone.
Another pop-up in foul territory. Is there room? Wells seems to have some, makes the catch. 1 away. I don't know why that seemed rather large for Kirsten Deal to bounce back after the home run.
Well, especially against Ayanna Frank. The sophomore, I mean, already singled here in this game, but has really had some good at-bats this weekend against the Sooners.
Sooner Yaya is celebrating day of retirement with Sooner softball. Congratulations, Joyce. That's awesome. There's a hard hit ball into foul territory. Is that going to hang up? Garcia gives chase, slides. No, can't get there. Angela and Douglas tuned in from Lawrenceville, Georgia. Big Sky Sooners in. Miss Jane Jetsons balancing a little OU softball and OU basketball. Evans and OKC. Mike's in the house. Jerry's asking what's wrong with the scoreboard stats. Not my spot. Not my job. I don't know. I only control the stats that you hear here, as the 0-1 pitch is a little bit up. I don't control that. I don't control the camera angles that you can complain about. You need to go to management on that one. I'm going to put a little complaint box right in front here.
Is your answer to all of them going to be like,
that's not my
that's
job.
Not me. Worst complaint box ever.
Oh, yeah. Here's the 1-1. Check swing, or did she?
Yes.
I think she went. Strike 2.
1-2 count. Make your pitcher's pitch here. Go right after Sims. She chased the pitch up in the zone. A lot of different options here. One thing Deal has not done a ton of is change speeds.
The 1-2. There's an off speed that's grounded right back to her. Makes the play, throws to first, almost on cue, 2 away.
Glad to see it. Good to see the 2 quick outs going through the middle of this Alabama State lineup to follow up the home run. Again, you've got a Hornet team in there who is feeling really good about what's going on right now.
Yep.
Down a run. I mean, they're one swing away, speaking of, one swing away from tying this ball game up.
And we're in the, we're heading to the bottom
Yes.
of the third. And these games with Alabama State and Sam Houston State have barely made it to the bottom of the fifth inning. There's a pitch that's a little bit up, ball one. Well, in fairness, they haven't made it to the bottom of the fifth inning with Alabama State. Needed the walk-off walk to beat Sam Houston State earlier today. What a gorgeous setting here as the sun sets. Loves Field. Kind of a unique angle in which it's shining down, almost shining a spotlight on Kirsten Deal in the circle right now. Here's the 1-0. It's in for a strike.
That's dangerous location, a little elevated, catching a little bit of plate. Slow strikes, slow strike
call on that one. I will. He keeps you on your toes. Sometimes
That's a very
it's
positive
quick,
way to
sometimes
look
it's
at it.
not. Yeah. Here's the 1-1. That's a little up, 2-1.
Cook homered grand slam back in the first.
This is the arch enemy of the Alabama State Hornets right now for the Sooners. That grand slam bomb in the first inning. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
It's a good location. Curveball in right underneath the hands to Cook, and you can just see she can't get to that pitch. If I'm Kirsten Deal, I'm running that pitch in underneath the hands again.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch from Deal. Come on. Called strike 3. That a kid, Kirsten. Inning over. Deal rallies after a leadoff home run to set down State 1-2-3. And we head to the bottom of the third. Sooners lead at 6-5. Sooner softball presented by Love's Travel Stops, the heart of the highway. And today's game is brought to you by the OU Energy Partners, celebrating Oklahoma's oil and gas industry. This is Sooner softball from Learfield. All right, you guys can hear us, which means I can do some shout-outs here because it's hard to fit them in. North Road Creations. From the couch after being at the ballpark watching Vernon College softball. Okay. How about that? Gary and Stephanie Ogg in Broken Arrow, America. All these people are getting shout-outs because they told me that the mic was hot. Mike Overholt in Yukon. What's up, Mike? Tammy D. Kat is tuned in. Kat Imgish. All right. Imig? I do usually pre-read some of these. Lori Miller's got us. The French sisters are listening from Norman. How do Sooner home run totals compare to the rest of D1? Oh, they're definitely good. They're ranked high. Fit down is in Shawnee. David's tuned in. Preston Woods is in the house. Christy McMurphy favors. LSB Sooner in Kansas. Yeah, Mike, Mike gave me bad information. Mike Sooner says there's no commercials in the media timeout so far. I haven't heard a hot mic yet. He was setting me up, DJ. You were setting me up, Mike. Thanks for listening. Thanks for I guess in this case it'd be thanks for watching, guys. Brahms Ice Cream and Dairy Stores, serving delicious cheeseburgers, freshly squeezed limeades, crinkle-cut fries, hand-dipped ice cream, milkshakes, and sundaes made with Brahms A2 Fresh Milk. Brahms Farm Fresh for over 50 years, proud partner of OU Athletics. Bella Emmerling will lead things off for the Sooners. It is 6-5. First pitch swinging, drilled deep to left field, and gone! Bella Emmerling puts a charge into one to start the bottom of the third inning, and it's 7-5 Oklahoma. They get back the run they gave up in the second, or the top half of the third, excuse me.
One thing this team has done really well all weekend is answered back. A run gets put on the board, a couple runs get put on the board, and the Sooners answer back immediately. And that's something that's hard to teach, to have that type of mentality, and the Sooners have done it consistently this week. And I don't think that there has been a run scored that has gone unanswered.
It's been good. It's been good to see. They respond in a big way. Here's Kai Miner reached on a fielder's choice, stole a base, and scored a run in the first. She now bats. The base is empty and nobody out, and the Sooners up 7-5. Minor deep in the box. The freshman waits. Pitch is high. Two balls and no strikes. That one nearly hit her and went all the way to the backstop.
Quinny settled down after the first inning. She had 3 walks in the first. Not a single free pass in the second. And then quickly behind here, 3 balls and no strikes.
3-0 count with Tia waiting on deck. That wasn't even close. Ball 4.
And been what have really gotten Quinny in trouble here tonight. And obviously we've seen 3 home runs. That speaks for itself. However, 4th walk on the night, and every walk that has reached base, I take that back. There's been 1 walk not scored, but all others have come around to score, and that has kind of been a piece for Quinny and Alabama State here tonight that has been really tough to recover from, are the walks.
Tia Malloy singled, drove in a couple runs, stole a base, and takes strike 1 here. Malloy hitting now .450 on the season. 20 runs batted in. She is definitely making a statement here this weekend. Really good to see. The 0-1 is up high. Off goes Minor to second. Good throw. Nearly got her, but she is safe with the 7th stolen base of the season for Minor. That was a pretty good throw from Cook.
It was a very good throw, and Minor got a pretty good jump. I don't think she was late. I think she maybe could have been a hair earlier, but it wasn't like she got a terrible jump. That was a really nice throw from Cook behind the plate. Just a freshman. I was looking at this. Right now, the way both teams have their lineups.
It's fouled off.
13 underclassmen between these 2 teams in the lineup today.
You had a rarity. You had a ball that hit off the overhang, come down into the dugout, and JT made a play. They're chanting JT around him. That's the last thing he wants. Here's the 1-2. Way outside, 2-2. You got to be, when you see the foul balls, this is a warning for those listening in the stadium and those that are planning to come to Love's. When a foul ball hits on that overhang, man, it's going to shoot down quickly. Be ready to go. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out. 7-5. The Sooners lead it in the 3rd. The pitch. Ooh, that was close. Full count.
Do you think, and I'm not saying this needs to happen by any means, but do you think that there has been any talk, kind of watching the way that balls are, because it happens a lot, every game, foul balls hitting off that awning and shooting straight down. Do you think that there's been any talk of bringing the net up higher?
I would imagine so. There's a wild pitch to the backstop on ball 4. Off the 3rd goes Minor, and Malloy reaches.
Would expect to see maybe a timeout called here by Alabama State. Back-to-back walks from Quinny, and again, Quinny has held her own. And I put that, and here comes Coach right now.
Good call.
Out of the Alabama State dugout, but back-to-back walks. But if we're looking at this as a whole, Quinny has had the most successful outing of any Alabama State pitcher. And this is the 3rd time, the Sooners have seen her. And you would think by the time you roll around to the 3rd after over 60 runs have been scored in 3 games that it wouldn't get better. But Quinny has had a much better outing.
Just a quick conversation to make sure her mind is right. Love to hear where you're listening from. For those that are watching, we've been given a few during the commercial breaks. Ken is listening in Clarksburg, West Virginia. Steve and Terry in Colorado Springs. The Micah in Kanawha. Eva, Ted, and Boomer Buzzsaw in BA. Cindy and Adam are in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Doug Arrow, but he's here today. I saw Doug before the game. Johnny Rod is out in 17. Heather made it home in Yukon for the first game today, just in time to see first pitch for the second game. Lance is on the road from Omaha, going to Missouri for the women's basketball game tomorrow. Oh, that'll be a fun one in Columbia. The the Soonervilles watching in Lenexa, Kansas. Jake's in Los Lunas, New Mexico. Jake Hargroves from Temple, Texas. And Nicole. Mark and Nicole in Enid. You guys made it. Thanks for listening to Sooner Softball. First pitch to Cheney Helton, misses low and away. And off to second goes Tia Malloy. Quinny, a little bit of a delayed throw, as you might imagine, because this creates confusion. Malloy, I guess you say now a base running veteran.
I'd say that's fair.
Knows how to run that play pretty much to perfection, and now the Sooners have runners at second and third on a stolen base for Malloy. It was a squeeze bunt as as the squared bunt by Helton, as she squared, boom, right up towards her head. She got out of the way to the backstop, but it was fouled off. I think I made sense of that. I was more worried about Cheney getting out of the way.
And it was a suicide squeeze, so she had to put a bat on it.
Yeah.
What's crazy is had she rolled into it, it may have been a wild pitch.
Yeah. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's popped up. Oh, I heard from Nicole Mendez. She is in Alabama this weekend. What are you doing in Alabama? Brandy Casey has us locked in. I believe Brandy is in Morse. Tim's got us locked in. As always, the 1-2 is bounced foul. I'm going to say she was in the batter's box. One ball, 2 strikes. Minor at third. Tia Malloy at second. And Abby Dayton waits on deck. 7-5 Sooners. The pitch. Line drive, base hit into center field. Minor scores. Here comes Malloy. It's a 2-run single for Cheney Helton.
Good adjustment mid-at-bat by Cheney Helton. The pitch before that on the 1-2, she fouled it off, but went chasing for a pitch in the other batter's box nearly. And you could see Coach Gasso give her the kind of the calm down and, hey, let the ball travel. And good adjustment by Cheney Helton. That's a big at-bat to give the Sooners a little bit of cushion here, and it looks like that might be the day for Quinny.
We'll take a 60-second timeout for a pitching change as Alabama State will turn to its Friday starter against the Sooners. This pitching change brought to you by Love's Travel Stops, the heart of the highway. And Caitlin Hill will be the new pitcher when we come back. Pitching changes brought to you by Love's Travel Stops from Learfield. Debbie Atterbury is listening to the game in Maui.
It's a tough day.
I'm going to tell you something. If I tried to turn on a sporting event while I was in Maui, I would be in so much trouble. Gray Robertson, shout out, dude. He's watching with Nicole Mendez. They're on the Alabama calls this weekend. Oh, thanks, Chris. So the new pitcher for Alabama State will be Caitlin Hill, the sophomore. Been a bit of a rough week. It's been a bit of a rough weekend for every Alabama State pitcher so far this weekend. Let's just call it like it is. But she got the start here yesterday against Oklahoma. Right-handed pitcher out of Ridgeland, Mississippi, by way of Ridgeland High School. Numbers so far this season, a 9.58 ERA. Has not gone well for her against the Sooners this weekend in 2 appearances, as that pitch is in for a strike. She came in to finish things on Thursday, and actually, after walking 2 of the 3 batters she faced, got the final Sooner out of the game. But in 2 1/3 yesterday, 6 hits, 11 runs, 5 walks. There's a slap foul. No balls and 2 strikes. Of the 6 hits she gave up to the Sooners, 4 of those were home runs.
Yeah, tough outing for Hill. Quinney, I mean, giving up the 9 runs here tonight, but it's all relative. I mean, a big improvement in comparison, going a little bit deeper into this ball game and walking into the 3rd. I mean, it was a one-run ball game.
0-2, a little bit in, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
But a spot here for the Sooner offense. They've had a lot of success against Hill. Nobody out. Dayton in the 9 spot. Just a chance here to really break this game open.
1-2, grounded back to Hill. She gloves, thought about throwing to second, tried to stop, couldn't, and the ball slipped out of her hand and rolls to second where Helton is safe.
I'm sure Hill wishes she could have that one back. Ball right back at her. The immediate reaction needed to be to spin, too. It got back to her quickly, even though Cheney Helton has got some good speed. That ball got back to Hill so quickly. Definitely had the time to spin and get the lead runner. But that hesitation.
Here's the leadoff hitter, Alyssa Parker. Takes the first pitch outside, ball 1. 9-5 Sooners. Nobody out. We're in the bottom of the 3rd inning. A 4-run first from Alabama State on a grand slam from Braylon Cook. That's how they've been able to hang around here. By the Sooners, you feel like the offense is percolating as Parker takes ball 2 outside. Shout out to my buddy Okie Phil Tripp. What a setup he has. Got the RV, the fire going, watching the game tonight. I mean, that's kind of the way you do it, right? 2 balls and no strikes. 3rd inning shout-outs brought to you by One Oklahoma. Join One Oklahoma. Check it out today. 2-0 is low, ball 3. Kendall Wells waits on deck. She's already got 2 home runs tonight. She's at 15 for the season. Hill, long look at her wrist. She's ready. 3-0 pitch is strike 1.
A little low.
Wells thought it was ball 4. She started to walk towards the batter's box. Parker resets. Just hit me. You've seen this team put 9 runs on the board in 2 essential innings. This is the 3rd. No Ella Parker, no Cassidy Pickering. Wow, that is just destroyed, but it's foul. Down the left field line, way out of here. But it was foul. A tick early there for Parker.
Yeah, you know, lineup looking a little bit different here tonight. OU has 7 underclassmen in this lineup, and as I mentioned earlier, the 1, 2, 3, all freshmen. 4 freshmen in the lineup.
3-2, waits on it, fouls it off. And we learned that Alyssa Parker's sister is one heck of a PA announcer.
Yes.
I had 2 good ones yesterday.
She earned herself a job.
I think my man Shep and Taylor Maples better look out. With me too, they were impressive. Full count pitch, headed home. It's an off speed, it's ball 4. The bases are loaded. Aaron Korshin said that Alyssa Parker foul ball almost took out David Stone. Saw a few of the football guys here. It's always awesome when they represent. So the bases are loaded for Kendall Wells. Okay, this is I'd walk her. I would walk her.
I'm sitting here going, what do you do? And I'm excited to see her in this situation. You know, she's just had such good at-bats here tonight.
There's ball one.
Not
Pitch
sure where
looked
that
pretty
missed.
good.
Not sure where that missed.
A 2-run homer in the first, a solo homer in the second. She's responsible for 3 of the 9 Sooner runs and 2 of only the 6 Sooner hits. She takes ball 2. Art, are these pitches missing more than it seems from our perspective?
I think from our angle, I think they might be crossing the plate a little elevated,
Okay.
but they're close.
Big swing and a miss. That one looked a little out. 2 balls and a strike.
And 2-0 count. Kendall Wells expecting something in the strike zone, and I think she had in her mind green light.
The 2-1. That's way outside ball 3. It almost
Well, you might
It
get
almost
your wish
looks
here,
like-
Plank.
It almost looks like they are doing what they can to keep the ball
Yep.
away from her. I don't blame them.
Well, here's the thing. Keep the ball away from her. Both of her home runs have gone to right field tonight. I mean, she's taken the ball the other way.
3-1. There's ball 4. Hey, I think they did pretty much just jump out about 2 balls out. At least that's got to be the case, right? Because a couple of those pitches from our angle look pretty good. It's a bases loaded walk. And it's 10-5 Sooners. So Wells will add her 4th RBI of the night on a bases loaded walk. And here's Lexi McDaniel. First pitch in for a strike. There you go. Our buddy Kevin Goodmiller, he's listening from Highland, South Carolina. And his signal keeps getting cut off by inclement weather, but he's still grinding and finding a way to listen.
There we
That's,
go.
hey, it's commitment,
Dedicated.
Kevin. Be safe, though. Here's the 0-1 pitch to McDaniel. That misses a little bit out. Lexi walked in the first, scored a run, and grounded out back to the pitcher in a kind of an odd-looking swing that seemed like it jammed her. She bats here, though, with a chance to blow this game wide open. She pops it up down the right side, giving chases the first baseman Giles, but she can't get there. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
And this is a situation for McDaniel. And again, the expectation isn't that you put up 20, 30 runs. The expectation is that you have good at-bats. And this
Right.
is one of those situations. Nobody out, bases loaded, attacking good pitches, and having a quality AB. That is the goal, regardless of the outcome.
Here comes the 1-2. Popped up back towards us off the net.
And I feel like something we're starting to see a little bit in Sooner at-bats is getting outside the zone. That pitch a little bit up, probably ball 2.
One ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. McDaniel way outside and up, 2-2. David Goss has us tuned in from Galena, Missouri. Sooner Brody, thanks for listening. Sean is in. Sean Tompkins from Purcell, the heart of Oklahoma. Terry and Paul in Bixby. Bounced foul down the third baseline. Michael and Sandra Myers are watching from home in El Reno with their dogs Smokey and Whiskey. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you guys might like your brown water there, Sandra, with those 2 nicknames, but I love it. Joe Humphrey is in Frisco, Texas. Katie's in Indianapolis. Paige in Farmers Branch, Texas. Kimberly, an Owasso alum, watching from Little Elm, Texas. And Nate and Jen checking in from Broken Arrow. Let's go. 2-2. Hammer. Get out of here, ball. Deep to left field and long gone. Lexi McDaniel. Touch them all for a grand slam home run. And the Sooners have indeed blown this game wide open. And Lexi McDaniel does it again. My goodness. That was an absolute nuke off the bat of McDaniel. And Oklahoma is in complete control.
And McDaniel continuing to deliver. I said at the beginning of that at-bat, you'd love to see RBI as the outcome, but the goal is a quality at-bat. And working the count, maybe chasing a couple pitches out of the zone early, but making the adjustment, letting the ball travel and getting in rhythm. Good at-bat from McDaniel, just showing mature approaches at the plate.
First pitch to Gabby Garcia is a little bit up, ball 1. This is that moment where I send T-Row the update for the basketball game after sending him that it was 7-5, that it's 14-5. I always love to get his reaction. Tough for them to follow everything with hoops. As that pitch misses outside, 2-0. In the third, and there's still nobody out. Caitlin Hill. It's been a rough weekend already for the sophomore. She gets this one ripped into the right center field gap, up the alley to the wall. Gabby Garcia is in with a stand-up double. And the Sooners will bat around in the third.
Stand-up double on a pitch that she went down and got. Gabby Garcia looked like she was doing a lunge going down to get that pitch.
Lunges stink.
That was for you, Plank.
I don't know why you would ever want to do a lunge, to be honest. I'm still in pain. Here's Bella Emmerling. Shout out Austin and Christina Duke and the incredible people at Stoic. I'm in pain. Well, Bella Emmerling started this inning off with a home run, and she leads. Well, when she led off this inning, a bomb that got out of here in a hurry. Now she's got a chance to add to the Sooners' 14-5 lead. The 1-0 is a little bit up. Pete's checking in from Cheyenne, Wyoming. Stacy Michelle, Furball Bear, and Cinnamon and more. You named your dog Furball's Bear? Or is it an actual bear that they have? Or is that a place?
It's a lot of questions.
I have questions. 2-0's fouled off. Jonna May is very mad at the scoreboard. I would like to remind everyone that I have no power over the scoreboard. Apparently they had a couple numbers issues. That's why you need to stay locked in here. Amy's in Barker, New York. Our buddy Brett Leverage. Think about anytime someone from New York checks in. I know Brett's tuned in. 2-1 misses outside. Dorsan Parley in Lawton, Oklahoma. Mike Tucker's got us locked in. The 3-1 pitch is in for a strike. Full count. Cindy asks, are you still in pain today? Okay, kind of. Kind of. It's a little different. It's just when I sit too long, it's the thighs and the hamstrings.
Okay.
You got to remember, too, Cindy, we did not get our regular daily workout in during some road trips. 3-2. Wow. That's foul, but it might be the longest home run of the day.
Someone just tried to catch it.
There's two guys that are standing behind the bullpen, and they both went up to try to make the play. Someone's got to call it in that instance. My man showing off his wound to his lady friend. Can you imagine? Hey, look at this. Look at this.
I don't
Almost
think that's
caught
as
it.
impressive as he thinks. Look, I almost caught it. I don't think that's the line, bud.
There's a line drive down the left field line. Fair into the corner. Here comes Gabby Garcia. She'll score, and the Sooners continue to roll here in the third. It's 15-5. Oklahoma will send its 11th batter to the plate with nobody out.
Isabel Emmerling really having good at-bats. Seeing a ton of pitches. Both of her at-bats in this inning alone have gone deep. She drew a walk back in the first, but both of her at-bats, she's seen a ton of pitches and just fouling pitches off until she can get something that she can handle and that she is on time for to drive. Really good at-bats from Emmerling here tonight.
I appreciate Michelle's Walton and her quick clarification. Bear is a German Shepherd, so they were
Okay, there we go.
Cinnamon is a Pyrenees. Those are two massive dogs. Ball to Kai Minor. I had a Pyrenees. Have you ever had a Pyrenees before?
I have not.
Did I say Pyrenees? Did I say that first?
Maybe.
I'm sorry. I had a Pyrenees. Sophie. You know what they do a lot?
Nope.
Shed.
Yeah.
There's the 1-0 that's low.
I draw the line there.
A lot of white hair. A lot of people saying
They're
that
beautiful,
the
though.
Pyrenees will shed all over your house. S-H-E-D, just so we're clear. I don't need to be getting in trouble today. Kai Minor has reached both times, fielder's choice in the first, walked in the third. She takes strike one.
So, Plank, you were talking about being on the road, missing some of your workouts.
Yeah.
True lifters do not make excuses like
Well,
that. You find a way.
Listen,
You find a way.
I
These
worked out with
hotels
Joe.
have gyms.
They do, and including the one we were at in Arizona had a full gym. So I went and worked out there. That was early. The 2-1. Ripped down the right field line, hooking, foul. So when we were in Arizona, it was a full gym, had the barbells, had the, the actual bars and I guess you could say benches. So that was good. Worked out every day there. Got a little lazy in El Paso. But then in Palm Springs, Joe Pagula, our trainer.
There we go.
He said I could work out with him. It's a big moment.
That's a big deal.
I say our trainer. He's our strength coach. And as a trip to the circle here takes place for Cook, it's a big moment for me. I was in pain for a couple days after that. But we're getting there, so thank you for asking. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I guess home plate umpire is just going to let him have a conversation out here. It's a 9-run third already. The Sooners have batted around and there's nobody out.
Hill making her way through this lineup for the first time is yet to get an out. Cintron just making her way in from the bullpen. And you get the feeling that Alabama State may not let this go on with Hill too much longer. She has not had a lot of success against the Sooners, but just trying to keep this game at least respectable.
There's a bouncer back up the middle. It's through to center field. As Isabella Emmerling rounds third, she'll score. It's 16-5 Sooners on the RBI single from Kai Minor. Here comes Tia Malloy. That's got to be it, right? It will be. We're going to get a pitching change. I think that you also watched Caitlin Hill just kind of start walking towards the dugout, and Amanda Cintron will be called upon to try to get a few outs here. We'll take a timeout with them. It's a 10-run third. And as we get a new pitcher, this pitching change is brought to you by Love's Travel Stops, the heart of the highway. We'll tell you about Amanda Cintron when we come back. This is Sooner Softball from Learfield. Oh. The new Sooner pitcher is Amanda Cintron, who has also had a tough weekend against the Sooners so far. I think if you were to label any of the Alabama State pitchers, you'd probably look at Cintron. The freshman is their ace. She has been hit hard by the Sooners. There's another hard hit back up the middle, past the diving shortstop Frank into center field. Cintron's line, DJ. Cintron's line against Oklahoma so far this weekend. 2 2/3, 14 hits, 13 runs, 13 of them earned. She's walked 2. But, you know what? That is incorrect. That's the wrong line. Let me fix it. She's actually Pitched 3 1/3, 21 hits, 25 runs, all of them earned 5 walks. First and second, nobody out. First pitch to Cheney Helton is in for a strike.
There's that changeup, Cintron.
She's got the flip change too.
She does, and when it's there, it's pretty solid. Again, a pretty massive speed difference. We talked about that last night, but last night she had a hard time finding it in the strike zone.
The 0-1 is hammered deep to right field. It's got a chance. Oh, Cheney Helton did it again. The Coweta kid touches them all. And they've blown it wide open. And Cheney Helton is on some kind of run. 19-5, the Sooners have now put 13 runs on the board in the third.
Every spot in this lineup in this inning has scored at least once, and we're running through the second time. Sooners, everyone who has come to the plate has scored. Now running through Cheney Helton twice, Malloy twice, Minor twice.
Wow. The Sooners will send their 14th batter to the plate with nobody out. My goodness, I think everyone's getting a shout out today the way this inning's going. Here's the first pitch, a little bit up. Bubba asks if we can get another statue of Patty in Gasso's garden with a glove hand extended. First Sooner to land one in the glove gets their own statue. I'm here for it. The 1-0 is that flips change that hangs up high.
I say we put a Poppy statue out there with a glove.
I'd be all about that.
On a bike.
On a bike, yeah.
Yeah.
Abby Dayton flied out to center field, reached on an error earlier this inning and scored a run. 19-5 Sooners that caught the outer edge. Again, one of those delayed strikes, 2 balls and a strike.
Did I see correctly, Cintron, Cypress Creek High School?
That's right. Freshman. But it's Cypress Creek in Orlando. That's the line. Orlando, Florida. I was not aware that there was, it's kind of, remember Hollywood Brown for Oklahoma was from Hollywood, Florida.
Yes.
So you'd say it's Hollywood. Oh, Hollywood, California. Like, no. You think Cypress, you think Texas, yeah.
And Cypress, Texas has its own Cypress Creek High School.
That's right. That was the 80th home run for the Sooners. There's an off speed that's bounced to the right side. It gets under the glove of Walden, and Abby Dayton will reach. Did you hear me? 80?
I just.
Okay.
And I was kind
That's
of
the
watching.
5th home run of the game.
First base umpire, Perry Owens. And we saw this last night, too, in a different first baseman for Alabama State. But as the Sooners are rounding first base, there's been multiple times that they've made contact with the first baseman. Happened here again. Again, unintentional. But
does she not get second then if it's unintentional? Or
she wasn't actively going to second base.
That's
but
fair.
there was contact made as she ran through first. That's probably the better way to put it.
Alyssa Parker walked and scored a run earlier in the third. First pitch, a little off speed, caught the inside corner, strike 1. This was a 4-zip game at the end of the first inning. It's now 19-5, or at the end of the top half of the first inning. Here's the 0-1. A little bit out, 1-1. And this inning started with a home run. There's already been 3 home runs hit in this inning. Lexi McDaniel, Bella Emmerling, and Cheney Helton all have hit bombs. 80 home runs this year for the Sooners. It's that's good.
What is the next closest home run count? We'd have to do a little digging, but I mean, in the what's number 2 right now? I mean,
in college softball currently.
Yep. UCLA.
Yes. 2-1 pitch, misses low ball 3.
But there has to be a gap, though.
Here's what I'll if I can get on a little bully pulpit here. for some reason, they don't update the home runs regularly. 3-1 pitch is a strike. It hit off the glove of Cook, the catcher. Dayton will stay at first. Full count. Like, for instance, the Sooners, this will be their 20th game. They've only updated the home run stats on the NCAA's official website through 16 games, and I don't know why. It's enraging.
I don't think that they run that update until Mondays. I think.
Why?
I don't know. I'll get a complaint box. It's not
Yeah,
my
where's
job.
get my complaint box up here.
Not
This is
my
number
job.
one. Get Gray Robertson on this. That guy can get things done. Nicole, get Gray on this. I want these stats updated. But as of Thursday, heading into this weekend, I mean, the Sooners came into this weekend with 62 home runs.
Yeah.
All right, they've hit 18 this weekend. I'm sorry, 18 this weekend. They had a 17 home run lead over second place Florida, who had hit 45. The first pitch to Kendall Wells is outside for ball one. Parker stands at first. Dayton at second after the walk to Parker. Her third walk she's drawn of the game. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Rip foul. Oh, by the way, there is still nobody out. This is the 16th batter of the inning. Wells has already walked and scored a run. And, oh, by the way, she's already hit 2 home runs today, where she has 15 on the season. She takes the off speed for ball 2. This has been, you need to check with my man Rich Martis. I feel like this has been an hour-long half inning. A little bit out, 3-1.
We're pushing.
Wow. Sooners will hit the road on Tuesday. Play North Texas. That's hammered foul. I mean, absolutely hammered. Toby sent me the meme of Ron Burgundy that says that escalated quickly.
Hey, you pulled that out last night, or I guess
Yes, I did.
yesterday.
Here's the 3-2. Wells pops it up. Right side, is there a play to be made? No, just out of the reach of Giles. '16th batter of the inning, Kendall Wells. Nobody out. Long wait here. That action clock is at 5. Here we go. 3-2, ball 4.
And we're starting to get into a little bit, and again, nobody out, bases loaded for the second time here in this inning in the same situation. But now we're starting to see this 5th walk in the inning.
I heard from a friend, Lisa, Sooner Lisa, with this very simple note. Dear God, these freshmen.
Yeah. It's one way to put it.
Lexi McDaniel is already hit a Grand Slam home run this inning. Could she pull the Fernando Tatis?
Ooh, that's a great reference.
Yes. 2 Grand Slams in the same inning. A rarity in sports, the 1-0 up high. I only know about Fernando Tatis's 2 Grand Slams in an inning because it actually happened on my birthday.
Really?
Yeah, April 23rd. And my mom got me a picture of it. I think it happened against the Dodgers.
As a Cardinal.
Yeah, just kind of rub it in on me a little bit. 2 balls and no strikes. Sachs juice, the pitch. Ripped to third. To the bag for 1. They'll throw home high. It's wild. Dayton will score. They get the force out at third for the first out of the inning. But Abby Dayton scores the 20th run of the game as McDaniel reaches on the fielder's choice. And it's 20-5 Sooners.
Sims, an opportunity to roll a pair. Just a little over anxious, overzealous. As
Probably
she
should have
stepped
gone to first.
Well,
or no? What do you
well,
think? First pitch, by the way, to Gabby. Big swing and a miss.
I mean, you could see Abby Dayton stop in her tracks, knowing the situation that she was able to go back to third. So, yes, absolutely. I mean, trying to keep a run off the board. If the goal is to keep the run off the board, you go home. But she was right by the bag, and like you said, Plank, potentially over to first base. But she had the play, but you could see Abby Dayton getting ready to get in the rundown or track it back to third.
Swing and a miss on that one, 0-2. Wow, we're about ready to bat around for the second time this inning.
Yes.
I don't know if my scorebook can handle this. I don't know if I've ever seen this happen. No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch way outside, ball 1.
Well, and coupled with Alyssa Parker getting, I mean, up until that point, batted around and making a time every single Sooner that's come to the plate, whether it be their first or second at bat, have come around to score in this inning.
And there's a line drive to right field. It's down for a hit. Patty Gasso is going to hold Kendall Wells at third, and the bases are loaded with 1 out. And Bella Emmerling will come to the plate for the 3rd time this inning.
Let's not forget, this inning started Sooners up 6-5.
Yeah. Sydney Barker is going to come in and run here for Gabby Garcia. I mean, this inning started with a leadoff home run from Bella Emmerling. Since then, the Sooners have just been on absolute fire. So this is the, 19th batter to come to the plate this inning?
Mm-hmm.
I just always count for some reason to make sure, and I'm still in awe. Emmerling, boy, she had a cut and fouled it back. You know, we've never had a hitter in Sooner softball history hit for the cycle. This inning can extend. Bella Emmerling might have a chance to do it in an inning. She's homered, and she's doubled. Driven in 2 runs, scored 2 runs. Her current season average is sitting at .450, and she's a .500 hitter this year with runners in scoring position and with the bases loaded.
You're going to love that stat. Getting the job done in the biggest moments.
The 0-1 in the dirt, gets slightly away from Cook. They're not going to chase after it. And I will say, there's not rain in the forecast, but those clouds that have kind of started to settle over Love's Field, they've cooled things off. I don't know if I'd use the word concerning.
Bit ominous.
Ominous, there you go. That's what I was looking for. 1-1 grounded back up the middle into center field. A base hit. Patty Gasso will hold Lexi McDaniel at third. It's an RBI single for Bella Emmerling. She's got a single, double, and a home run, and 3 runs batted in, all here in the 3rd. It is 21-5, and it is a 15-run inning.
The Sooners working station to station now. Coach Gasso holding up McDaniel at third.
Here's the first pitch to the freshman Kai Miner, outside ball 1. Kai, I feel like now on the inning, is 1 for 1 with an RBI, a stolen base, a walk, and 2 runs scored. On the game, she's 1 for 2. She scored 3 runs. There's a hard hit ball to short. Nice play on the backhand by Frake. Why did she try to come home with it? Throws it wide. It's run number 22. 16th run of the inning. And it's 22-5.
Ayanna Frank, good job on the backhand. That play naturally taking her to the force out at third. And again, you can just kind of see Alabama State starting to kind of crumble a little bit defensively, making some mistakes. You compound that, the walks, some mistakes defensively. They could be out of this inning right now.
Yeah.
But you feel for Alabama State a little bit in what started as being in a moral early on in this game, and now starting to see the defense, which the Alabama State defense has not been bad. I mean, this is game 3, and they have not been bad. We're starting to see some mistakes coming defensively and just making it an even tougher situation here.
There's Tia Malloy. 16 runs in the third, time called by Cintron. Minor at first, Immerling at second, Barker at third. Tia good for another grand slam this weekend, you think?
Maybe.
First pitch swinging, fouled it off.
Good hack to open the count.
"22 runs on 14 hits, 2 Alabama State errors. What was our walk total at? 9. One pitch misses up, 1-1. This was a 4-zip game after the top of the first inning. Sooners decided to take some things personally here in the third as Tia Malloy fouls that off. Oh, good to hear from our buddy Tanner Miller, checking in during this elongated third inning. We've only had one pitching change, so this has been a long half inning. It is already 6:48 Central Time, so I really feel like this inning might be pushing close to an hour.
We're getting there.
Malloy bounces this one foul. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. You know what I haven't done a good job of tonight? I haven't done a good job of checking other scores in college softball. We'll have a big night. Nebraska beat Oklahoma State earlier this afternoon after losing there on Thursday night. 1-2 popped up left field, but could be trouble. Racing over is the shortstop. Frank makes a nice catch. 2 away. And here's Cheney Helton. But the base is still loaded. This will be the 22nd batter this inning. If you're asking and wondering for the most runs in an inning for the Sooners, Oklahoma scored 18 runs versus Texas Tech in 2021. I remember. I want to say it was like the first. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 2015, Lauren Chamberlain's senior season, they scored 17 in an inning against East Carolina. 2014, Arkansas Pine Bluff, they had 17. In this game, now is the 3rd most runs with 16 that the Sooners have scored in an inning. Helton can change that as she takes ball 1 high. Cheney this inning, a single that drove in 2 runs and a home run. How about the stat line right now on Cheney Helton in this game? 2 for 3 with 5 runs batted in and 2 runs scored. She can add to it here with the Sachs juice. The 1-1 is low and away. Oh, it was the 4th inning against Texas Tech. My bad. Thank you, Jessica.
If anything, Helton this weekend has taken advantage of our opportunities.
Yes.
I mean,
I'd say so.
She has been tremendous this weekend, and we've seen her do it. We've seen her do it getting starts. We've seen her do it coming off the bench.
Ball 3. Other scores, softball. Tennessee, the #1 team in the country, beat Penn State 3-1. The score of that Oklahoma State-Nebraska game was 4-3 Huskers. 3 balls and a strike. There's ball 4. 23-5. 6 RBI day for Cheney Helton. There's Abby Day. Station to station. UCLA beat up on BYU 13-8 today. How about Alabama? Stay undefeated on the season. They beat South Florida today 8-zip and Kent State 8-1. Pitch misses high, ball 1 to Abby Dayton, who has a hit, reached on an error this inning, and has scored 2 runs. She becomes the 23rd batter to come to the plate. She takes ball. Oh, strike one right on that outer edge.
Sooners making their way through this lineup for the third time this inning, but having gone through it fully twice, every hitter in the lineup scored twice except for Alyssa Parker.
Oh, she got forced out
She
at
got
third.
forced out at third.
The 1-1. Off speed, drops in for strike two. Duke beat Northwestern 6-1. South Carolina got all they could handle from UAB, won it 3-2. And Stanford goes and beats Louisville in Louisville 10-8.
I have a lot of questions about Louisville. After being there last week, I have a lot of questions.
1-2 foul ball.
What is the correct pronunciation?
I don't know.
Because
I've never done it right.
the people of Louisville, that's about how they say it. You speak to people who are not from Louisville, and it's Louisville.
Right? That's what I would always say.
Me too.
And I was corrected a lot.
But I watched enough television, spoke to enough people. It was Louisville.
Louisville. There's no Louis to it. It's Louisville. 1-2 is popped down the left field line out of play. But perhaps the most intriguing score of the game was that Northwestern State
Okay.
beat Missouri State 5-3. But Northwestern State was no hit.
What?
Northwestern State scored their 5 runs on 5 walks, 1 hit by pitch, and an error. They all came in the first inning. 1-2 is hammered deep to right field. It's a grand slam home run. And it will set the record for the most runs scored in a single inning by a Sooner softball team in the history of this program. A 21-run third inning, and Abby Dayton leaves the yard, and Oklahoma is up 27-5.
81?
81.
81. We've seen a lot of grand slams this weekend. Third, I believe.
Tia
Just in the
Malloy
last 2
had one,
days.
yeah. Lexi McDaniel had one earlier today. We're going to get a pitching change. We'll take a 60-second timeout to tell you about the new Alabama State pitcher when we come back. The third inning continues. It's Oklahoma 27, Alabama State 5. This is Sooner softball from Learfield. Oh, man, I heard from my buddy Brad Penny. So this is getting crazy. Yeah, it's getting there. Mason Quinney will take over as the third inning continues. As Alyssa Parker steps to the plate. There are 2 outs, though. The Sooners are up 27-5. First pitch grounded foul down the third baseline. 23 batters so far in this inning. This, by the way, ties the NCAA record for grand slams in an inning. It's 2. Lexi McDaniel and Abby Dayton. I'm going to have to do a lot of math to figure out this one. Here's the 0-1 outside. Well, I wonder what Coach Gasso will do with the pitching decisions now.
Well, and at this point, too, I mean, we've kind of joked about this half inning being an hour, but we're literally at the hour point of this half inning. Kirsten Dills sat cold for an hour. I mean, throwing I have not seen her a ton down in the bullpen throwing, but I would expect to see Deal back out here.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I see Coach Gasso talking with her right now in the dugout.
21 runs so far, 11 hits. Of those 11 hits, there have been 4 home runs and 2 grand slams. 1-2 misses up, ball 2. And OU has now hit 81 home runs on the season.
19 this weekend alone.
Unreal.
Is that right? No. 13.
Well, they came into this
13.
weekend. As that pitch is grounded towards short, cut off by the third baseman. Sims throws, and that will mercifully do it for Alabama State in the third. Unbelievable. Maybe one of the greatest, well, it is. It's the greatest scoring inning in Oklahoma softball history. They send 24 batters to the plate. They score 21 runs and pound out 11 hits. And as we head to the fourth, it's 27-5 Sooners. This is Sooner softball from Learfield. I was trying to do all the math during the break, and I didn't have time. Got 11 hits, 4 home runs, 2 grand slams. I was trying to figure out the number of walks. I think my number for walks that inning was at 7 walks drawn. And Oklahoma puts 21 on the board in the third and leave it 27-5. Back to work for Kirsten Deal. First pitch, grounded foul. All right, let's check the new look Sooner infield. Hey, Kendall Wells is in at third with Sid Barker checking in at short. Alyssa Parker at second and Lexi McDaniel at first. The battery of Deal and Emmerling. Tia Malloy in left, Kai Miner in center, and Cheney Hilton out and right. What a day for Cheney.
Yes.
Here comes the 0-1. Line drive, center field, right at Miner though, 1 away. Addison Giles is retired. Here's Kendra Walden. We're in the fourth. Alabama State, even though they have a grand slam home run and a leadoff home run in the third, has not made it through their entire lineup yet. This is the 8-hole hitter. Or pardon me, this is the second time through the lineup. Haven't made it through 2 times. The Sooners made it through 2 full times in 1/2 inning. Unbelievable. As that's check swing foul back.
I will say this. I think it gets overshadowed a little bit because, I mean, the Sooners and what they're doing offensively. Alabama State has scored. We just saw Giles square the ball up. I mean, they're putting good swings on the ball, and I think it has gotten a little bit lost, in the fact the Sooners coming off a 21-run bottom of the third inning. But Alabama State has had really good at-bats, put up 5 runs, and they're just really running into an absolute sledgehammer defensively and in the circle with what they're dealing with this OU offense here tonight. But on their offensive side of the ball, you got to imagine that Coach Patterson is pretty happy with what she's seeing from their approach in the box.
Here's the 0-1. That's a little bit up. 1 ball, 1 strike. Along with DJ Sanchez, I'm Chris Plank. Chris Couch has been our producer back in the franchise studios. That pitch misses high. I was laughing. I was distracted earlier whenever we were going through all the shout-outs, and I thought, oh, why are we doing this again in the 4th? The 3rd lasted 21 runs, and what do we end up with, 24 batters? As that pitch just caught the outer edge, 2-2. As Kendra Walden popped out to second her last time up. That came in the 2nd. 27-5, the Sooners lead it. Here's the 2-2. Shot foul. Passionate fans and an ice cold Coca-Cola. That's a winning combo. Fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola. And we'd like to thank our OU community outreach partners, Fowler Auto Group, OU Health, OG&E, and Coca-Cola. The University of Oklahoma Athletics is one with you. 2-2 pitch from Deal to Walden. Got her swinging. 2 away. Good job, KD. 4th strikeout of the game. Strikeouts brought to you by Tinker Federal Credit Union. U plus TFCU, one of the nation's leading credit unions. Here's Jayla Stewart.
And I get the feeling the rest of this game for Kirsten Deal, again, you're throwing with a 22-run lead in the 4th. But the rest of this game for Deal is Deal versus herself.
Right.
Right? Of coming out and just flat out being better for however many outs and batters that she faces in this game. It's Deal being better every single pitch on than she was in the 1st. And I think if that's the approach and that's what you see the rest of the way out, successful outing.
Yeah, more power. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. I mean, you've obviously ripped their hearts out, putting 21 on the board in the 3rd inning. But they've scored 5, and Kirsten Deal doesn't want to give up any more. Here's the 0-2. Up high. 21 is the most runs the Sooners have ever scored in an inning. One ball, 2 strikes. And an NCAA record tied with 2 grand slams in an inning, too. The 1-2. Hitter. That's what you don't want.
2 quick outs. And again, as I just mentioned, the goal for Deal being better every pitch and every at-bat on the back half of this game, or the back 4 outs of this game. And again, those are the mistakes in a tight game or in any game that you don't want to see, especially coming off the strikeout in a 2-strike count to Stewart as well. And I'm sure anyone who's been listening all weekend is probably sick of hearing me say it, but common theme, 2-strike counts have been a bit of an issue, whether it be turning into a walk, turning into a base hit, a home run, hit by pitch. I mean, we've seen it happen multiple times this weekend in just a place where it's not a concern, but a place where you know that this staff, this is Deal as a senior, as a seasoned pitcher. She knows that's a place that needs to be cleaned up.
First pitch to the leadoff hitter, Brooke Ramsey, is a little bit up, ball 1. Congratulations to Porter Moser's Sooner basketball team. They throttled LSU 83-67, and they didn't score in the final 3 minutes of the game.
Oh, wow.
Here's the 1-0. That's in for a strike, 1-1. Xavier Brown had 20. Nigel Pack had 21. How about that? Domination from the Sooners, 83-67. Make our man Kevin Henry and Toby Rowland happy, flying back from Baton Rouge tonight. Time is called. And continues what has been a pretty solid run for Roger Denny since he took over as athletic director, huh? We're winning everywhere. Congratulations, Mr. Denny. This is awesome. 1-1. Hard hit ball to short. Barker up with it. Shovels to second for the force out, and that'll do it. KD works around the as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. It's 27-5. This is Sooner softball from Learfield.
Swing by your local Sonic to try out the All-American Sonic Smasher. Live free and eat the All-American Sonic Smasher. And we'd like to thank Love's Travel Stops as the presenting sponsor of OU Softball. Love's Travel Stops, the heart of the highway.
Well, the last time the Sooners stepped to the plate, they put 21 runs on the board. There's really no way to kneel it out. So Kendall Wells will lead things off. First pitch swinging, and she fouls it back for strike one. She already has 2 home runs today and 2 walks.
And Quinney back in the circle for Alabama State.
Mason Quinney started this game, came in relief to mercifully end the half inning for what was, I think, maybe one of the more challenging pitching performances we've seen, as that 0-1 pitch misses outside, 1-1. Kaylin Hill came out of the pen, didn't even register an out. 4 hits, 7 runs, 2 walks. And center, 2/3 of an inning, as that's fouled off. Well, actually, Quinney did get 1 out in the third, so she's credited with 2 1/3 because she got that final out. Kaylin Hill didn't get an out. And then Amanda Cintron, 2/3, 5 hits, 10 runs, 5 of them earned, 3 walks. So it was 5 walks in that inning. Hard hit ball to third, backs up on it is Sims, throws across. Kendall Wells has an infield single. She beats it out.
Moving down the line.
3rd hit of the game. It's funny because I use, and you both of us do, we're going to, oh, wow. We're going to get Nelly to pinch run here. Now, remember, Nelly's issue, Coach talked about it, is a shoulder issue, so legs are fine. She can go. In fact, she was hitting today in the cages, and I had my eagle eye on her. She looked great. And a chill pinch run here. Imagine we would see her tomorrow. Here's Alexi McDaniel, who's having herself a game. Lexi McDaniel definitely in the mix for that Jimmy Austin OU Golf Club Player of the Game. She's 1 for 3, has scored 3 runs, but has driven in 5, including a grand slam home run. First pitch lined into the right center field gap and deep. It'll take a hop and get to the wall, but everyone's going station to station. It's a single, so first and second. Here's Gabby Garcia's spot, but Sid Barker came in to play short. She pinch ran in the third, so her first plate appearance of the night. Here's Sid Barker.
We have had some big-time junior PA announcers.
I'm going to say, this one's going to get a little airtime for the next batter, too. Also wearing a sweet OU hat, as that's in for a strike. Leadoff single by Kendall Wells. Line drive to the gap by Lexi McDaniel. And here's Sid Barker, who's hitting .325 on the season. Grounds this one to the right side. Oh, it's bobbled, dropped, and no play anywhere for Walden. That'll be the third error of the game. And, you know, maybe give a little credit there to Lexi McDaniel, because she was running in front of the second baseman, Walden. And Mies Patterson's going to come out and chat with everyone and make sure that they realize we got to get 3 outs here.
Well, and coupled with, Kendall Wells beating out the single. However, Sims should have attacked that ball a little bit more. It should have been an out. Same thing here with the air. So again, Alabama State kind of getting into a corner here where even when they have opportunities for outs, they're not making them. You add that to the fact that the Sooners have just been really putting on a clinic offensively. Yeah. It makes it really tough when you actually have opportunities for outs and not just flat out not making them.
Scoreboard brought to you by Air Comfort Solutions, your total home solution for plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and electrical. Make the winning call today. How about Grand Canyon University? They improved on the season to 20-0 as they beat Eastern Illinois 8-0. Not bad, huh?
Not bad at all.
A lot of Oklahomans on that Grand Canyon roster. Here's Bella Emmerling with the bases loaded. Also, how about this, top of the 5th, as there's a ball that missed it a little bit out. Top of the 5th, Seattle has taken a 10-9 lead on UCLA.
Wow.
Pretty big one.
What inning?
They are in the bottom, top of the 5th.
Still some time there.
Emmerling takes ball 2 low. I asked Minnie about wanting to go back to Grand Canyon U. That's one of my all-time favorite trips that we've made. And I don't think they like getting beat by Oklahoma. So we here's the 2-0 pitch. Skied to center field. Right center field, the catch is made. No tag, no need to add to the run total. There's one away. And here's Kai Miner. Though that is one of the unfortunate things about really not wanting to run the score. Back flying an RBI for Bella Emmerling, but the acknowledgement that is probably enough for her. Here's Kai Miner.
It's kind of a catch-22 when you start getting to this point.
Kai Miner is 1 for 3, but has scored 3 runs. Has scored 4 runs and driven in 3. First pitch, ball 1. Hey, listen to all things college sports, including live games and talk on SiriusXM College Sports Radio, Channel 84, and streaming on the SiriusXM app. You can catch me every Saturday morning from 8 to 11 a.m. Central Time, talking all things college sports and some Sooner softball. Here's the 1-0. That's in for a strike, 1-1. And Orthodontics exclusively is proud to sponsor the Junior Captain of the game. Junior Captain is the ultimate fan experience for children grades 3 through 6. Visit either location in Norman or South OKC for your free consultation. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fouled off. My buddy Josh Petit has just checked in. He's got a job to do tomorrow to help the OU women's basketball team get a win. Definitely feels like we're seeing a one-sided matchup here tonight.
Yep.
I mean, it sounds crazy to say that this was a 6-5 game in the bottom of the 3rd inning. There's a wild pitch to the backstop, but not technically a wild pitch because nobody's going anywhere. And if you're just tuning in, well, you missed a very long 3rd inning. 21 runs. It is the 2nd most runs, according to our buddy Brock Borgeson, in an inning in college softball history. most by a Sooner team ever. 2-2. Line foul down the left field line and well out of play.
What's number 1?
You know what? I just had it right.
Yeah. I think 24? Am I making that up?
29.
29. Oh, man. That's
29
a tough day.
runs in an inning. Yeah,
It's a tough day.
it is. Two balls, 2 strikes. Oh, God, are swinging. 2 away. Ty Minor a little bit out in front of that. 2 outs for Tia Malloy. Bases full of Sooners. 2 outs.
We
Here's
never
Tia Malloy.
circled back around. And I'm curious. We said we were going to. We've got potentially a little bit of time. The Jimmy and Coach Gasso flight to Illinois story.
That's your story, man. Ball 1 in. When they recruited one DJ Sanchez to be a Sooner out of Roxana, Illinois. Did they go to the Rox Arena?
I don't think we made it to the Rox Arena. This is a true story, though, and Coach Gasso and Jimmy tell it to this day.
Line drive, center field, base hit, 1-run will score. Give Tia Malloy another hit, an RBI single. It's 28-5 Sooners.
And this is not embellishment at all. Coach Gasso and Jimmy flying in to recruit me into St. Louis Airport. Their flight, and they were just coming to make a visit
Right.
during high school ball just to see a practice, and so nothing big time, no games, nothing like that. Their plane had to make an emergency landing, and when they did, we're talking oxygen masks. Coach and Jimmy had to go down the inflatable slide to get off the plane.
Cheney Helton lines 1 into center field. It's down for a hit. Have a day, Cheney Helton. That'll drive in the 29th run of the day for the Sooners. 29-5. Wow, what a day for Helton now. Driven 7 runs in this game today. 3 for 4, 7 runs batted in, 3 runs scored.
But there was an electrical fire on their plane.
Oh my
all right.
gosh.
And so they have this crazy day as the first pitch is in for a ball.
Abby Dayton digs in.
And fearing for that's a scary experience. And hadn't eaten, rushing to get to the field. They stop at Farm Fresh, as you mentioned.
1-0 is lined to left field. Oh, that's caught. That'll do it for the Sooners in the 4th. You want to carry it over to the 5th?
We're going to finish this because there's not much to it, but it's something to hear.
We'll do it when we come back. We head to the top of the 5th inning. 29-5 Sooners. This is Sooner softball from Learfield. I'll mention that. The Sooners have hit 7 grand slams this season. They hit 2 in an inning. That 3rd inning, 21 runs. And as we head to the 5th, Oklahoma 3 outs away from another run rule win in game number 20 of the season. It's 29-5 Sooners. So Patty and Jim Gasso flying to Roxana, Illinois to see DJ Sanchez.
Yeah, we left you on a cliffhanger.
Plane takes an emergency landing. They got to
Yes.
slide out of the plane on the inflatable slide.
Hadn't eaten all day. Get to the ball field. Go to Farm Fresh,
Farm
which
Fresh,
is
which is
basically
amazing.
amazing.
For me as a child.
Great ice cream.
Yes.
Basically, just a convenience store about the size of our booth right here.
That always had a deli too.
Okay, well, they grab a loaf of. They hadn't eaten all day. They grab a loaf of bread, a loaf of bologna, bring it to the field.
And that's dinner, huh?
Well, they're making sandwiches while they're there. Again, you can't make this stuff up.
Jabriel Terrell will lead things off. Did you almost feel obligated at that point that you needed to go to Oklahoma?
Well, so here's the issue: is that pitch misses low, and
Berkeley Zakay, by the way, is coming in relief.
Sakay falls behind 2 balls and no strikes. Little bit of a compliance issue. I'm not left the loaf of bread behind.
Oh, nice.
And I think that was what sealed the deal. No, I'm kidding. But worst part about this, I don't know if it's the worst or the funniest. On the news that night, I mean, there's electrical fire of this plane that had to make an emergency landing at Lambert International in St. Louis. There's Coach Gasso and Jimmy DeGasso on the news coming down the inflatable slide.
Show him coming down the slide. The 3-0 is a bunt attempt at strike 1 to Terrell. And thus, that's how DJ Sanchez made it from the River Bend to Green Country.
And they still let me come around, so at least they didn't hold it against me too bad.
Not too much. I think you're good. I think you're safe. Zakay calls time here. Berkeley Zakay, true freshman. There's an off speed that Terrell didn't know what to do with, so literally at the last second, she stuck her bat out and fouled it off. Actually, a pretty good piece of hitting there, no hate. By the way, UCLA has struck back. They put 4 on the board in the 5th, and they lead Seattle now 13-10 in the top of the 5th inning. 2-2 is fouled off. Well, Berkeley Zakay is somebody that'll be interesting to see what kind of role she truly has this year for the Sooners. They love her stuff. Out of Niles, Michigan, one of the top recruits in the country. 2 balls and 2 strikes, should say, from Niles, Michigan. Last pitched Thursday night. There's ball 3. That's a pretty good pitch.
Not sure where that missed. I'm going to be honest. That's a little too much plate for my comfort with 2 strikes.
So it's a full count here to Jabriel. She hits it hard down the third base line. Fair hits off the wall all the way to second. The throw was on line, but not on time. Maybe I gave that a little bit too much credit, being on line.
Terrell, 2 for 3 night.
Cox Cole, who was not in the original starting lineup. Ariana Cox Cole. Then she came in a pinch hit for Janiyah Boykin and hit a home run to lead off the 3rd. That was after Boykin struck out in the 1st, and there's a strike. Oh, no, ball high. Leadoff double for Terrell. Ball that just hugged down the third baseline. By the way, I should point out, I mentioned the great start for Grand Canyon, 20-0. There's a strike. They still play tonight against UC Riverside. Not really many daunting matchups this evening. Arizona State beat up on Wisconsin 15-7. Arizona State snuck back into the top 25. Duke and Ohio State are tied at 2 in the top of the 4th, as that pitch misses high. But at least as far as Nine Eyes can see, we haven't had many upsets today. Virginia Tech beat Auburn 6-2. That's the 12th ranked team in the country. Virginia Tech. Auburn falls to 16-6. Hard hit ball foul. Clemson did beat Mississippi State 3-0. Clemson's had a bit of a rough start, but that's a good win over a ranked Mississippi State team. Duke beat Northwestern 6-1. Really no upsets. Florida State got all it could handle from Rutgers in the early game. 2-zip the final in that. Here's the 2-2 from Zakay. Popped up. on the infield. Who's got it? Alyssa Parker. Caught it right off the bat. Calls off Sid Barker. Makes the catch, one away. All right, let's check that Sooner defense. Lexi McDaniel at first. Alyssa Parker at second. Sydney Barker at short. Nellie McEnroe-Marinas is checked in at third. The battery of Immerling and Berkeley Zakay. The pitch to Ayanna Frank is flying down the right field line. Just foul. Just foul. Cheney Helton was given chase and right. Kai Miner in center and Tia Malloy in left. The Sooners have put 29 runs on the board, and 3 of their regular starters have been D&Ps tonight. And All-Americans Cassidy Pickering, Ella Parker, and Alana Agbayani.
What a problem to have, right?
The 0-1 pitch.
You got a good chunk of your everyday starters not in the game and still putting up 29 runs.
No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Oh, it's a little bit up. 1-2. That Alabama State dugout is still going, though.
They haven't stopped. And again, offensively, they've shown a lot more life than they've shown all weekend against anybody.
Oh, the 1-2 is bounced back to Zakay, who reached and made the play, but it just fell out of her glove almost. Not almost, it did, as she reached to grab it. So runners will be at first and third now with 1 out. As Frank reaches.
See that ruled in air.
4 total errors, 3 of them tonight on Alabama State, 1 on OU. Here's the first pitch to Taylor Sims, fouled off. Sims today is 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch and scored a run in the first. I don't know if I got a good closure there on the scores, but they're brought to you by Air Comfort Solutions, your total home solution for plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and electrical. Make the winning call today. 83-67, the Sooner men's basketball team beat LSU tonight. And how about Skip's crew rolling over Gonzaga? There's a line drive to right field. Helton has the catch, and they're going to try to score the runner. She might be thrown out at home now. Terrell scores, and it's 29-6. Helton threw a dime from right field, but I don't think that Bella Immerling or anyone involved cared too much about trying to force a slide there when you're up 24 runs.
I think the biggest thing in this inning for Zakay, a little self-inflicted with the air.
Right.
But, I mean, Alabama State.
First pitch ball high.
Coming out swinging like we've seen them do all game and just not missing a lot of barrels. She's got really good stuff. Just trying to find that comfortability in the circle.
She's tall.
That's a good
so
pitch.
She has a little bit of a unique arm angle as that's in for strike 1. I think she's going to be really good.
And the ball flies out of her hand. I mean, that curve ball that just came in for strike 1 is a good example. I mean, it just had that nice late break, sharp.
Swing and a miss there.
And there it is, too, up in the zone. A little bit of rise ball, but she just really has explosive movement.
Sooners 1 strike away from ending this domination. The 1-2 up high, 2-2. Absolute domination. The team in the end, Mississippi State's lost to Auburn. That was it for the SEC today. Swing and a miss. Add another dub for the Sooners. A dominating Saturday, and the Sooners sweep 2. A historic bottom of the third where Oklahoma scored the most runs in school history. 21 runs in the third, and Oklahoma run rules Alabama State 29-6. DJ, I know you're running down to get coached, but quick thoughts, pure domination for the Sooners here tonight.
Absolutely, and if you look at it from an offensive standpoint, it's tough to beat anybody 3 times. The Sooners were pushing 75 runs. Shoot, I think they scored more than that in their 3 outings against Alabama State. 29 runs. Unreal.
All right, have a fun conversation with Coach. That's DJ Sanchez. She'll rejoin us a little bit later in the post-game show. Sooner Softball has been brought to you tonight by OG&E. We energize life. And the University of Oklahoma and Sooner Sports Properties would like to thank our concession partners, Community Coffee, Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers, High Noon, Cup Pop, Nacho Express, Conecuh Sausage, and Evan Williams. The Brahms post-game show starts right now. Final score, Oklahoma 29, Alabama State 6. This is Sooner Softball from Learfield.